I will. Thank you for tuning in. Today, my name is Shea Frank, and my topic today was going to be about the end times. We are living in the end times. I believe we've been living in the end times for a while now. I did want to bring up the 23rd of September 2017 situation. I've done videos before about the 23rd of September, the second coming of Jesus, the fact that now in 2021 February we are 3.5 years from this event, about the woman travailing in birth, and that there is something about the devil, the serpent, the demon waiting to devour the child, and this woman is taken away to safety by God to a place in the desert for 3.5 years. This here is where I wrote my prophecies, and I wrote various things from my point of view as far as these things, this reality, this was real, the constellations in the sky. It was confirming, or not confirming, it was, well, kind of confirming what the book of Revelation chapter 12 said, and 3.5 years later was right now, February 2021. I could run up a clip out of an old video, which I might do. Our calendar are made up of 6 nights and 7 days, and this 7th day in the Mayan calendar plays a big role. The whole of the following level can fit into 7th day of the level before. If you understand anything about the days, they're big on days, they count every single day. And that level fits exactly into the 7th day of the level before. And this is a comparison, of course, in the Bible, and the 7th day God rested. There is also a lot of other chapters in the Bible that go on about the 7th. I did mention that before. On the 7th year, you're supposed to let your slaves go free. On the 7th year, you're supposed to let your land rest, as farmers planting fields every year. And so the 7th day of national cycle, which is this national cycle that started more than 5,000 years ago, 3,115 years before Christ. The level started. The 7th day of that cycle was 1617. Yes, the 7th day of national cycle started in 1617, and that is more or less to say that then God rested. God took a break and said, I'm leaving you to your own devices. But anyway, exactly 400 years is 2017. From 1617 to 2017 is exactly 400 years. And there is a few chapters in the Bible where the 400 years are mentioned. I know Moses was 40 years in the desert with the Israelites, saving them from slavery from the Egyptians. Jesus went into the desert 40 days to fast. Muhammad was in the desert 40 days to fast. And that brings me on to a different subject, but the 2017 star sign, on the 23rd of September, this woman is taken into the desert to a place that God has prepared for her safety for 3.5 years. So the desert seems to be an important place to go, or plays a big role. But this 400 years, I wasn't too sure where does this 400 years come in? Yeah, so that was from a previous video I did a few years ago regarding the 23rd of September, and I just wanted to put that one in. I have been thinking a lot recently, and one of my predictions was that Trump would be coming up for his second term, end of January, beginning of February 2021, and I didn't see him getting a second term. I don't know why. I just said it's exactly in his mid-terms, the when he should be going into his second term. I didn't see that coming. I did predict some kind of financial crash. I didn't see a third world war. I didn't want to see third world wars. Now I'm not too sure what we are exactly in. That is maybe a different subject. What I have planned to talk about today was the fact that although the book of Daniel in the Old Testament is very similar to the book of Revelations in the New Testament, well, it's the last book of the Bible, and there's a lot of similarities. I could go into various different similarities as far as the book of Daniel in the Old Testament and the book of Revelations, but I wanted to say that in the book of Revelations, I'm not too sure which paragraph says 1,260 days, but the book of Revelations 12 talk about the 3.5 years, and so it came to me just recently because I was always trying to work this out. 3.5 years, 1,000 days, blah blah blah. But what I've just recently realised was 1,260 days is exactly 3.5 years if you take a 360 day year, but we don't have 360 days in a year. So what if in the Bible times we did only have 360 days, which comes out perfectly to the Mayan calendar, the Hab calendar for the Mayans. It is a 360 day calendar. Why would they have a 360 day calendar if we do not have 360 days? Well, we do have 365.25. A day, a calendar year doesn't even fit in. That's why we have a leap year. But the 1,260 days mentioned in the Bible fits in perfectly to a 360 day year. We have 3.5 years mentioned. We have 42 months mentioned. And 42 months are 42 months. Doesn't matter how many days is in a month. 42 months comes exactly out to 3.5 years. If you have 12 months, the days are not important. And this times and half a time, which is the only time in Daniel that phrase is used. I don't know if it comes in any other chapters, but a time, times, and half a time is basically 3.5 years. Because in the book of Daniel, I think it's somewhere in chapter 8, the book of Daniel mentions 1,150 days, and not 1,260 days. which is a difference of about 110 days, which I can't get my head around that. And that's chapter 8 in the book of Daniel. That he mentions, I'm sure that's to do with your no, that comes later. So I don't know what his 1150 days mean exactly, because I think it's later on that it says a times and half a time, sorry. Then, only then later, with the book of Daniel, chapter 12, does it say that after the abomination of desolation is set up, only after that, it mentions 1,290 days. Now that's exactly 30 days more than the 1,260 days in the book of Revelations. Then he mentions a 1,290 days, which is 30 days more, which is basically a month more after the 3.5 years. Sorry. And then the book of Daniel, chapter 12, verse 12. There is the 1,335 days, which is another 45 days over the 30 days, and that's 45 days, which is a month and a half, roughly. And that has to do with its one weight. It's this one weight for these 1,335 days. Something. Well, it's basically the end of the book of Daniel. It just says, Daniel, close up the book because you're going to die. Nothing to do with you. This is end times. I think we're living in the end times. I believe that this times and dates and things are meant for now. We're living in the end times. So that is why that brings me back to 23rd of September 2017, February 2021 is exactly 3.5 years, so around about 1,260. Wait another month, 30 days, brings it up to March 2021, 1,290 days, and then, if you're lucky, and you're still alive, after 1,335 days brings you up to the middle of May 2021. I think it's similarities, like I said, similarities with the book of Revelations is, what is it? Chapter 19? I haven't got it written down here. Revelations chapter 19 is, blessed are those that are alive at the wedding feast. The wedding, a wedding is when the sun and the moon come together as an eclipse. That is the wedding of the sun and the moon. Sun being the lamb, the moon being his bride. And then I am pretty much convinced, as far as my predictions are concerned, it also falls around about the middle of May, 12th, 13th of May. As I said, where does this date start? Do we take the 23rd of September, and we're talking 365 years, so dates don't mean a thing. Middle of May sometime we have Pentecost. I think it's Pentecost. Lands somewhere in May. So that's my predictions. That's what I'm going to say, and we'll just wait and see how it unfolds. Something's going to happen this year. Something has to happen this year, and that's just my predictions, my calculations. So I thank you very much for tuning in, and if you really do like this video, give it a thumbs up. I look forward to you tuning in again next time. Bye.